Welcome, everyone. This is Sean Smith, one of the tournament directors for River Bend Suited Angler Trail, along with Scott Ashley and Brandon Edwards. We got some big things this year, and Art Rods, Freedom Marine, and GTO is our three main sponsors again this year. They've stepped it up. They added some good surprises for us, and we got some better prizes for the winners and also for the boat captains. But I know everybody's ready to get started, and we just wish everybody have a good time with us this year. Last year was a good success, and we're ready to get started again next Saturday at Lake Guntersville. But we'll go ahead with the slides. Also, I'm here with Mr. Chris Tate. He's always behind the scenes, and he does a whole lot more work than what people realize. That we like to thank him as well. But also just remember, when you're on the water or before the tournament and during the tournament, if you want any pictures put on Facebook live, just text your pictures to him. You sit there at the bottom on water photos, video, text, social media, 256-505-2022. If you don't have that in your phone, I'd go ahead and just program it in your phone. And when you're out there having a good time catching them big ones, you just send him some pictures and he'll put it live on Facebook. We'll go ahead and start in with a check-in rule. Y'all know how we are about that. Failure to check in and turn in boat flag will result in disqualification of the entire school or club. One member of every team must view slideshow and video meeting on Facebook. Official practice ends at 4:30 on September 8th, which is next Friday. All competitors must be off the water by 4:30 p.m. that evening. Registration Bass Nation Trailer will be set up at Guntersville State Park Boat Ramp Friday, September the 8th from 4:30 to 5 at the Bass Nation Trailer at Guntersville State Park. You can pick up your boat flags and your cards and your boat numbers. Saturday, September the 9th, that morning from 5 to 5:30, we'll also be there at the Bass Nation Trailer to any of those that couldn't make it Friday to pick up your cards and register. You can register then and get your stuff. Make sure boat flag matches boat number on your registration card. You know, when we're going through all this and we're trying to get the boat flags, going with the boat numbers, anything can happen to mess up. So before you leave, make sure your boat number on your registration card, they match. Also, we know maximum horsepower for all outboard motors is used in official practice and in tournament will be 250 horsepower. Each boat must include a boat captain and 2 anglers. If only have 1 angler, boat must have an observer and a total of 3 people per boat. So no matter what, we need 3 people in the boat, and that's just for a safety issue. So let's just make sure we do that. If something happens and somebody can't make it, let me, Brandon, or Scott know, and we'll get it fixed and get it changed for you. Also, the launch site is at Guntersville State Park Ramp. And you also may use alternative ramps around there, but no matter what, you still got to come over, check in, and blast off with everybody else. And blast off will be at the State Park T-Dock. A little later, you'll see in the slides. Boat flag must be secured to boat in visible sight of staff and other competitors. Blast off time will be approximately 5:45 to 6 o'clock, depending on safe flight conditions. Juniors, we have added y'all this year. I know some has been asking about it for last year, but juniors, you are welcome this year, and juniors will blast off first and check in and weigh in at 1 p.m. High school will blast off right behind the juniors and check in and weigh in starting at 2 p.m. like on schedule as always. Life jackets must be worn when combustion engine is running, including the boat captains, please. Keep safe distance between boats and always maintain safe boating. So first flight check-in time for the high school, like I said, is right after the juniors at 2 p.m. Flights will be in 10-minute increments. No wake, Guntersville State Park Ramp area. Observe the buoys and other areas marked no wake off limits. See the slides here in just a minute on the off limits. Size limit, 15 inches on largemouth, spotted bass, and smallmouth. If you was to catch a Tennessee smallmouth, must be 18 inches and only keep 1. Fish will be measured with mouth closed and tail fan to attempt to measure. 5 fish limit per boat. Fishing must stop when the 6th fish enters the boat until called back down to 5. Check-in will be on floating dock beside the boat ramp. Must check in at a Guntersville State Park ramp, even if launched at alternate ramp and have fish. Must check in before going to weigh in. Must check in even if you don't have no fish and turn in the boat flag. If you leave early, you must call myself, Sean, Brandon, or Scott to check out of tournament. Water weigh in, tie up to dock and bring fish to scales. Do not trailer boat before weighing in. Official Bass Nation weigh-in bags must be used. Must present boat flag at bump station to weigh in. Anglers tell weighmaster at scales you want to weigh big fish. I seen a lot of that last year, and we even said in other tournaments as well. If you don't tell the weighmaster that you want to weigh a big fish, it'd be too late, because as soon as we put the fish back in the water, it's too late. So if you got a big fish you want to weigh in, please tell your weighmaster. Weigh-in will be at Guntersville State Park. Fish will be available at back of trailer for pictures. And you've got the numbers right there. Myself, Sean Smith, my phone number, and Brandon Edwards and Scott Ashley. If I was y'all, I'd go ahead and put them in your phone as well, in case you have any emergency situations or any problems or questions. You can give us a call at any time. Also, S&S Marine Towing LLC, Stephen Clark. It's a 24-hour dispatch. If you have any boat problems or anything, get a hold of them, and they'll get you towed back to the bank for you. And if not, you can holler at one of us. We'll get somebody to help you out. Blast off procedure. Like I said, juniors are going to blast off first, starting around 5:45 or so. Launch boat at the Guntersville State Park boat ramp or alternative ramp. Proceed to staging area slowly and safely. And we're going to stage by flight, boat number, and according to map. Line up by boat number before getting to dock to expedite. If boat number before you is missing, continue to proceed towards the dock. Approach dock in parallel line. Do not approach from 90-degree angle. Anglers, do not stick your arm out to stop boat from hitting the dock. Idle the entire length of dock parallel close enough for staff to complete boat check. And the boat check will consist of boat flag attached to your boat in visible sight where we can see it and any other fishermen can see it. Running lights up and on, even if it's daylight already. Live wells open and running. Life jackets on and fastened, and a kill switch attached to driver. And please do not pull the kill switch. If any of the boat check items are lacking, you will be pulled behind the dock to correct them. The last staff member at boat check will tell you you're clear to go. You must continue to idle past the end of the dock. Boat captains, do not take off until you clear the dock. Also, I want to go over the on the lineup and stuff. The faster we get in line and get up there, we can get y'all out quick as possible. So y'all just pay attention to the numbers and just follow suit, and let's get out safely and get this thing going, because I know y'all anxious to go catch them big ones. That's the boat captain do's and don'ts. We all know high school division boat captains, you can help Cole manage fish care. That's a big thing. It's hot. We're going to try to keep our fish alive, verbally teach and instruct the kids. You cannot run the trolling motor, net fish, or handle any tackle or rod and reels in your hand. So we don't want to catch you with a rod and reel in your hand. These high school kids, they're going to have to learn how to manage and do things. You can talk to them and tell them how to do it, but let's just help them, because it's about them. Once you check in at the boat dock, tie up to a dock, send one angler to get a weigh-in bag. Both of them don't need to come up there. It's already crowded enough. Just send one up there to get the weigh-in bag. Get a fish bag from the weigh-in site. Make sure a net bag is in the black bag. Put your fish in the net bag and put net bag and black bag with water. Proceed to get in line at bump tanks with a boat flag. Take your net bag with the fish and place in the water tank. Keep net bag closed so fish don't jump around. Scott ain't too good at catching those with a net in the water, so y'all just keep your net bags closed. That way the fish can stay in there and they won't jump out and get in the big tank. We have to try to catch it. Take your net bag with the fish and place it in the water tank. Keep it closed so they won't jump out. So make your way through the line and follow the direction of the bump station crew. Bump man will take a boat flag and check for dead fish, count and measure fish with the mouth closed. Then you will wait at the staging tank for the MC to announce your name. Proceed to weigh station and tell weighmaster if you want to weigh a big fish. Again, if you got a big fish, you need to tell him. While we are weighing your fish, the MC will interview the anglers. This is your stage time to thank your sponsors, team, boat captains, family and friends, anyone else. Parents, feel free to take pictures while your anglers are weighing. We'll also have a place set up behind the trailer for more pictures, but please make this fast because it's very important that we get the fish back in the water. Right here, you see the traffic, how we want it to do at Guntersville State Park. You can see the yellow lines is coming in. Dump your boat, and go right back out how you see it's illustrated here. That way everything would go pretty smoothly. Right here, we put the junior staging first, since they're gonna blast off first. And high school, you see, just get way over out of the way, let the juniors get done, and then y'all just follow suit. Because as soon as we do the last junior, I'm gonna holler out, here we go, high school, and we're gonna, y'all go ahead and be staging. You first bolt all the way to whatever there is, and let's just go ahead and get started right after the juniors get done. Do not get on plane until you clear this buoy. Let's just make sure we just look at the buoys and stuff. Let's just don't take off. Let's be safe. Off limits, you see right there, it's pretty much the T-top, the piers, and that pier to the far right of, if you're looking at your screen. And that's off limits for fishing. Anywhere else, you're good. You see right there at the check-in, we'll have somebody sitting there with a flag. That way you can check in, even if you don't have fish or not. If you got fish, yes, you're gonna keep your boat flag. If you don't, you're gonna turn your boat flag in to the person, whoever's at the end of the dock there. And you see where the trailer's gonna be set up at. Well, all right, anglers. We appreciate y'all coming. I don't know exactly how many we got yet. I'll probably put it on our Facebook page a little later. I just want to just thank y'all, thank our sponsors, and thank all the ones that helps us behind the scenes putting everything on. And again, we thank Chris Tate for taking time to make this video for us. But y'all just be safe and let's go catch them. Thank you.